welcome back to Consider This. I'm Melisa, Idris with me, Sharaad, Kuttan, and this is what we want you to consider tonight. So, at the KL Summit today, Education Minister Maszlee Malik said that Muslim countries need to reform their education systems so that we can have our own Greta Thunberg. Of course, Greta Thunberg was recently named Time Magazine's Person of the Year, but can we replicate her?
Yes. So I think we have a greater chance at this point, Melisa, of replicating her if this project was about bionics and, actually putting together some...
like a clone.
Yeah, a clone, right? So this was actually a sort of a genetic, biological enterprise. The question of culture, though, that produced a Greta Thunberg, and this is all over the world. I mean, there are a lot of young people who are inspiring, who are inspired, who do things and in some ways, are out of turn. So the question I would ask is, would you, as Minister of Education, tolerate a school strike? Something that Greta Thunberg did.
Right.
That was the start. That was the seed. Would we have, as a society, never mind the minister, would we have as a society appreciated a young child that went on a school strike?
Exactly. I mean, when Greta Thunberg, I think, really hit the headlines, we had a lot of comments. And on social media, you could see the chatter on social media. Netizens saying, well, just stay in school. You're 16 years old. What do you know? You're simplifying the climate change solutions and this kind of sense of urgency and kind of character assassination we saw of Greta Thunberg. So I'm really wondering whether this call for creating our own Greta Thunberg, I love it, but are we really ready to if we have a Greta Thunberg in Malaysia, would we embrace her and put her up onto a world stage the way that the West has?
Well, you see, that's the thing, right? So Greta Thunberg is not a Greta Thunberg in the sense of a global icon.
Right.
For many years before she becomes one, and is that period, that incubation
Correct.
Of those kind
Yes.
of minds, that kind of dissenting views,
Respecting the dissent, right?
And that passion. And the question is whether we as a society, I remember young kids in Penang going on a climate strike march, and a local councillor actually wanted action taken against the school for allowing the kids.
Right.
And so you see, it's not just whether the top leadership cares about it. It's like on the very ground, Melisa, do we understand what it is to empower children, respect them, and also respect dissent, just generally?
Exactly. I really wonder, I mean, and perhaps this is what, to give the benefit of doubt to the Education Minister, perhaps this is what Maszlee Malik meant by saying we need to reform the education system in order to have our own Greta Thunbergs. Because without, a full reform of the education system, there's no way a Greta Thunberg could be born and thrive in this type of society, right? Okay, well, that's all the time that we have for you tonight. I'm Melisa Idris, with me, Sharaad, Kuttan. We'll be back same time on Monday at 10 p.m. We'll catch you then. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and good night.